Prime Minister. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you again.
Thank you. Please.
Okay, thank you very much. The spokesteams of the three countries will release a joint written statement shortly. Now we will be taking questions. First question, please. Channel 14.
תודה רבה, ראש הממשלה. אנחנו שומעים לאחרונה פרסומים על תרגילים שמתקיימים באיראן שמכוונים נגד ישראל. יש לנו ממה לחשוש?
אנחנו יודעים שאיראן מקיימת תרגילים בתקופה האחרונה. אנחנו עוקבים אחרי זה, ואנחנו עושים את ההיערכות הנדרשת. אני רוצה להעביר כאן בצורה ברורה לאיראן. כל פעולה נגד ישראל תענה בתגובה חריפה מאוד.
Channel 24, Ari, please.
ראינו פרסומים אתמול לגבי אלי פלדשטיין. השאלה אם אתה עדיין חושב שהוא פטריוט ישראלי נלהב.
אני לא רוצה להתייחס כאן לדברים, אני חושב שכבר הוכח במקרה של יונתן אוריך, שבית המשפט אמר שהכל, בעצם הכל פייק. אין כאן עבירה, יש כאן פשוט ניסיון של הכפשה. וחבל שכורכים אדם, לוחצים עליו, גוררים אותו לכל מיני אמירות שאין להם שום בסיס.
We want to take questions in English because we have guests here that don't speak Hebrew. So if somebody wants to ask a question in English, Dani Zaken? Yeah, please.
Kalispera, Prime Minister and President. What's the message that you're sending from here to Turkey?
Excuse me, we're taking questions for the Prime Minister of Israel.
No, you can ask me that. That's okay. Fine.
Okay. Well, I would love to get answers from them too. And for you, Mr. President, Mr. Prime Minister, about Iran, what do you expect President Trump to join Israel, to help Israel? What cooperation do you expect from your meeting with President Trump regarding Iran?
Look, we are not seeking confrontation with anyone. I can speak on behalf of Israel, and I think for my two partners here, no one seeks confrontation. On the contrary, we seek stability, prosperity, and peace, exactly as the three of us said. Obviously, we are committed to defending each one of our countries, but also defending maritime lanes and other things that are shared in common and that go under international norms. I think that is obvious. So I would say this is a coalition for these norms and for that stability. And we hope that it won't be tested. That's all I can tell you. As far as Iran is concerned, look, we had great achievements in Lionheart operation and the 12-day war with Iran. And our basic expectations from Iran have not changed. The level of enrichment and other activities, the ending of the proxy wars against us, that has not changed. And I don't think it's changed I know it's not changed on the American position. So obviously it will be an item in our discussions, but I have to tell you that I think the focus will be on Gaza, the next stage, and on other issues that engage us from the other H's. We have Hamas, but we also have Hezbollah, and our desire to see a stable and sovereign Lebanon, and of course the Houthis as well that are blocking international shipping that affects Greece, affects Cyprus, and affects us as well.
Okay, due to lack of time, we're taking one more question, and that's it. Channel 12, please. Karen Betzalel.
Thank you, Prime Minister. You chaired today the meeting that determined the mandate and the scope for the Governmental Investigative Committee. How is it possible when you are going to be one of the person that will be maybe the main investigator? And what is the message to the families who have lost everything? What is your message to them that they are saying it can't be? And if I may ask the guest?
No.
No. They both.
Yeah. I think we all have to give answers. And I said that I suggested that the way that we address this question of investigating what happened on October 7th is the same way that the United States investigated the question of what happened on September 11th, okay? This was the greatest tragedy that befell Israel in our modern history. And this is the greatest tragedy that befell America on its greatest tragedy, okay? In their history, actually, their total history. All right, so what did the United States do? They had a president, okay? He was there. What did he do? He said, look, there's no way to turn this into a partisan issue. So I'm going to turn to both Republicans and Democrats and establish a special committee. He actually legislated a special law. And he said, this is a law for the investigative, a bipartisan investigative commission to investigate what happened on September 11th. That's exactly what we are doing. I suggested that the only way that this can be dealt with is to establish a bipartisan investigatory committee, half of whose members will be appointed by the coalition, half of whose members will be appointed by the opposition. There is no better way to do this. They can ask any question. They can raise any subject. They can question anyone they want, including me. But that is the only way that you're going to get to the airing of the truth. Everybody, how can people refuse that? How can they possibly refuse that? I didn't hear when President Bush put forward this idea of a bipartisan investigative committee, a special committee. Nobody said, well, it's service of the politicians. It's not. It wasn't. And its acceptance, or I'd rather say its conclusions, were accepted very broadly by the American people. I think that's what we have to do here. So if you strip away all the political agendas, or in fact, keep them. One side will raise their political agenda, the other side will raise their political agenda, the truth will come out. Now, do you want me to repeat that in Hebrew? No, I know you don't.
No, that's it. I'm sorry, we're not taking any more questions.
Yeah.
I want to thank our great guests. Thank you very much. And see you again in Jerusalem.
Yeah, next year in Jerusalem, unless we have a fundamental change of this absurdity of the ICC. Thank you.